All right, y'all. I'm gonna give it a few. I had to restart. I had to pretty much make a new stream because like my last stream disconnected for some reason. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Wait till people get back in the chat. Get back in. I'm gonna wait. All right. So we back. Sorry guys. Sorry my freaking internet acting janky, bro. This. I'm sorry, man. This new internet since moving. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's but yeah, we are back. We are back. We are back. Joy Boy, I see you in the chat, Joy Boy. I see you in the chat. He says we back. If you could do me a favor, Joy Boy, and get the link to this video and share it in the Discord, please. The One Piece Discord. If you can do that, just to let people know that we are back. If you could do that for me, that would be very appreciated. This is a problem I'm gonna have to get this problem solved because I don't like having to I don't like how wonky this is. I don't like how wonky this internet provider is. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so let's get back to the reading. Sorry y'all. I'm sorry. This is just going to have to be part 2 or continued of the same stream. It is what it is. It's just what we're going to have to work with, right? What we're going to have to work with. But I seen Adam say arm cannon. And Bao Banqui was talking about Parasite. I don't know if you're talking about the old Parasite series, or I mean the there have been a recent Parasite series that I really like that. I really enjoyed it. But let's get back into this. Let's get back into Berserk, right? So I don't remember what page I'm on, but I'm pretty much still in chapter 1, and Guts is confronting the Snake King. You know, the Snake Lord of the Coca Castle, Snake Lord. All right, so we see Berserk's sword slam down, and the Snake Lord says, "I don't know what you hope to accomplish, but to think that a mere mortal can oppose us." I gotta make sure like my thing don't go out. And then he says, so okay, so all right, I got lost for a second. So we get a shot where the Snake Lord is pretty much about to charge Guts, and it says, but to think that a mere mortal can oppose us is pure folly. And Guts starts pretty much shooting his what do we call it again? We call it the arm cannon. I guess we gonna call it the arm cannon. That's what I'm gonna call it, arm cannon. Guts start shooting his arm cannon while the Snake Lord charges, and one of them manages to get the Snake Lord in his eyes, but we also see Snake Lord kind of winding back his halberd as he's getting shot in the eye, and or no, well he cocks it back first and then he gets shot in the eye, and the Snake Lord falls to the ground. And the elf says, "He did it." The Snake Lord's subordinate says, "My lord." Guts goes reaching to grab more bolts. Bro, I know he has to be limited on bolts. I haven't seen him like pick up his old bolts or anything. So it's like, where is he getting this? Like he has an endless supply of these things. He has like a bag of infinite bolts, right? He just going in, fill, bam. Like it has to be a finite supply of them. It has to be a finite supply of them. And all right, so the Snake Lord is laid down. We see he got shot and he got like 3 bolts to. Nah, he got like 6 bolts all to the head, and then the rest of them is like 9. It's like 7 bolts to the chest, and his subordinate says, "Me Lord," but we see him getting back up. The Snake Lord gets back up, and he gets back up. Puck, we see his shot. We see all these arrows sticking in this guy's body and his face, and he smiles. He smiles with the arrow in his mouth, and everybody say, "What?" Guts looks like he wasn't, he was already expecting that, that, he doesn't look really bothered, and he aims at the Snake Lord, and he shoots him again, and this time the Snake Lord pretty much falls back into a door, like falls back crashing into a door, and we see Guts was pretty much aiming at him. And then Guts kind of starts looking at his wrist cannon like maybe something was wrong with it. I don't know why he's looking at it unless he's just refilling it or cocking it. Does that thing cock back or something? Look like he's kind of like cocking it back or something. But Angel said, "Yes, sir. Can't stay for too long. Hope you enjoy the chapter." Bro, we almost done. What are you talking about? You like hella late. Joy Boy says, "The arm cannon and repeating crossbow are technically different." So I guess what are we calling the repeating crossbow? I guess we call it the repeating crossbow because it kind of is, right? It kind of is. It's like an arm repeating crossbow. And then, like, why? I wonder why he's just like straight fighting him with the repeating crossbow. I wonder why he's fighting him with that instead of his sword, right? Like, finish this man off, man. Behead this man. So we see Guts start walking. Look like he's walking into the house. And he walks to the door where the body of the what's his name? The Snake Lord is. But he's not there no more, right? He's not there no more. He disappeared. And then Guts looks like confused. And then we see kind of like a tentacle. Looks to be a tentacle. Pretty much comes through the ground. Like breaks through the ground and hits Guts. Next page, we get Puck yelling Guts, and Guts gets thrown back, and his little arm repeater, his little arm cannon, gets like falls off of him, and the soldiers are kind of looking like shocked. Guts falls back into his the top of his back hits the ground, and we see Guts coughing up blood, and Puck says Guts, and we see go. All right, so now we're on page 75. All right, so yeah, I think this is gonna be the only chapter we read because this is pretty long. Like, this chapter alone is pretty long, so this might be the only chapter we read today. 90 something pages, god dang, give or take. And he says it's futile. So we see these eyes, right? We see these eyes. And then he says it's futile. And so I'm guessing these are the eyes of his mask. And he says, no matter how many bolts you shoot at me. And then we see his actual face. And he says, A mere human like you can't possibly kill me. And then Guts is shot. And then we see what looks to be like a different form of the Snake Lord. And it's like his face is the inside of the snake, right? And his tongue is the snake's tongue. So he pretty much turned to like a giant snake monster. And then next page he says, I am going to eat you. I am going to eat you alive, boy. And they say, it's a monster. Puck says, what? And then all the soldiers start running away, and we see but Puck doesn't run away, shockingly. He stays right next to Guts. He's standing right next to Guts. And Puck said, he's coming. Or next page, we're on the next page. I want to say I don't know what page number one. Say, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. And then we see Guts get back up. And we get a panel with the Snake Lord standing over Guts. And he says, come on, Guts, look up. Up. Or he says, what the hell are you doing? Wow. So we see Guts get, I'm assuming he's using his tail. Like he's like whipping his tail at him. You know, because Guts get hit with like a tail-like appendage. And he like gets slammed into a wall, and he start coughing up blood again. And then Puck says, Guts. Guts is still coughing up that blood. Also, okay, so he is whipping him with his tail. It makes sense. I thought so. I assumed it was his tail, right? It's the only appendage that looked like a tentacle on this snake. So again, the Snake Lord whips him into the wall, and Guts continues to cough up blood. Next page, as Puck looks on, the Snake King says, "Oh, still breathing, are we? Most humans would have their organs crushed by the first blow and be quite dead by now." He says, "But it all ends here." I had to make sure my stream was good. The Joy Boy says arm cannon, repeating crossbow are technically different. Adam says back. I always call it is his robot arm in my head. Yeah, it is kind of. Is it like robotic? Can he actually move it and move the fingers and stuff? All right, so Guts is like laying on the ground, and he's pretty much, the Snake King is like trying to crush Guts with his tail, and we see Guts laid out. His face is in a puddle of his own blood that he's been vomiting. It kind of looked like he's licking his blood, but I think his tongue is just hanging out. Next page. Puck says, Guts. And then he's like laid out. He says, or the Snake King says, weak. How pathetic humans are. And he grabs him by his arm. He's like holding him by his arm. And he says, you humans are nothing more than food. Nothing but morsels to fill our stomachs. And then he said, food should learn to act like food, and then Guts look like he punches the demon, the Snake Lord in the face. And so this is what you guys meant by hand cannon. This is what y'all meant by hand cannon. I didn't know you had that. I was talking about the crossbow thing. I was asking you guys what that was. Y'all said y'all called it a hand cannon. So I guess we're going to call the crossbow thing a repeating crossbow. All right. I'm not going to call it a hand cannon because if I say hand cannon, that actually does a disservice to his actual hand cannon. Adam says it's got magnets to clasp, but not really, not really move. So I assume he could at least move this part of the arm, but he can't really move like his arm, kind of like we move an arm. It's just like this. It's like his fake arm, and I guess you say got magnets on the fingers or whatever. Okay, okay. So he kind of like, I don't know if he's punching him in the face or just putting his hand like right on his face, but he does that to the Snake Lord, and then on the next page, he like pulls, he like yanks like a string, kind of like when you see like cannons being pulled, kind of to set off the trigger, and then it like blows off. It looks like it blows off like a part of the Snake Lord's face. And after doing that, Guts is kind of like sent back a little bit, and it's like a portion of the Snake Lord's face, or just his whole head, seems to have been like blown off. Bro, that's kind of dope, man. Like, cause when we see the Snake Lord at first, he when we see the Snake Lord at first, he has this armor, right? And it's formed fit to a human. But his armor like transform with the with when he transforms, his armor transforms with his body. It's kind of like One Piece. Like when Logi is transformed, their clothes transform as well. You know. Adam says he did use it the first page after being intimate. That's why she was on fire. Okay, I probably missed that, but when I was asking what it was, I was talking about the actual crossbow thing. That's what I was asking. What do we call that? That's what I meant. But yeah, so he got the arm cannon, and then he also has the repeater, the repeating crossbow, the arm crossbow. So Guts kind of falls back, and he goes for his sword, picks it up, turns around, and 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 then he cuts. It looked like he cuts the Snake King in half while he's screaming, "Yeah!" Slices straight through him like butter, baby. It's the guns in the butter, baby. And then we see all the guts and blood just pouring out of the Snake Lord, and Guts kind of seemed like he is also falling back at. I guess he gets hit as well. Looked like he might have gotten hit as well, and that's why he like falls back. And then Puck says, "Guts, Guts," and Guts gets up, picks his sword up, and we see it. We see this blood lusted Guts standing there, and so the Snake Lord looks to be down at the moment. I feel like he's not dead yet though. I don't feel as though he's dead just yet. I don't feel as though he's dead just yet. And he might be though, cause Guts, he just chilling right now. And Puck says "yitch" or "yeek." He said, "Ew, it's still alive. I feel sick." Guts reloads his arm crossbow. He says, "Don't die on me yet." Yo, Guts ain't playing no game. That the whole time the Snake Lord was talking all that mess. Now look at him. Now look at him. He's the one. He says, "Hey," like Guts is stepping on his head and said, "Hey, and, and he shoots some. He shoots some of the bolts in his head, and he says, "Eek, stop, stop, please." I know this ain't the Snake Lord begging for mercy. I know the Snake Lord is not begging for mercy. This guy talking all that mess. He is not begging for mercy. He says, "Didn't you say it doesn't matter how many bolts I shoot at you?" He said, "Must be rough being unkillable and all." Next page, he says, "Like you said, humans are weak. We die easily. But no matter how weak we are, even if we're being chopped to bits or stabbed to death, we still want to live." And he says, "I'm going to give you a little taste of what it's like." And then he said, stop." He doesn't complete it. And I guess, Guts keep shot him a few more times, because we see even more bolts sticking out of the Snake Lord's head. And he's looking up. He says, "Who?" Or next page. We're on the next page. He says, "Who are you?" And then we see the brand on his neck, and he said, "That mark, it's the brand of sacrifice. You are." And then Guts says, "The God Hand. Where are the 5 members of the God Hand?" And he says, that is, and then he gets shot again. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know where they are. It's not for apostles such as I to know. So the apostles, so you got apostles, and then you got the God Hand. The God Hand seems to be like elites or something. They seem to be like the elites of the apostles, or maybe even like they rule over apostles or creators. I mean, I don't know yet, right? It just seems like there's a hierarchy where you got apostles and then you got the God Hand. Like, so far, that's kind of what I'm getting. And he says, "I'm telling you the truth. It's funny to see a guy like this beg for mercy. Like, you can't feel sorry for him, man. He like be drinking baby's blood and all that. So you can't really feel sorry for him, And Gut starts to walk away, and then he says, "Take your time and savor it, as your body is slowly burned to ashes." And then we see him on fire, burning up. With an arrow in his eye. "Wait." Or next page, he says, "Wait, please. I don't want to die. Help me. Help me, please." And Puck is like scared. He kind of crying out of in fear. And then it's kind of like, I can't really tell what he's doing, but it look like, I guess he would see Guts kind of holding himself. I don't know if he's slapping something or if he's just like holding himself. But we see Guts holding himself. Next page, we get a nice panel of Guts walking away from the burning body. Do they ever explain what happened to his eye? Why it's always shut like Zoro? And then all right, so next page we get Puck looking confused, and then he says, "Berserk." And he watches Guts as he walks away through this burning town. You see all these dead bodies on the ground. You see all the buildings on fire, everything. And it says, "The Black Swordsman end." So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the chapter. Uh Adam says, yeah, it's gone. The Joy Boy said, yeah, that's heavy spoiler stuff. Yeah, definitely. I don't want no spoilers, guys. Don't give me any spoilers. Um, Adam says, but they do explain eventually. Hey, that's all I need to know, right? I guess this was just kind of that start chapter, just to kind of give you an idea of of uh of Guts's character, right? To give you an idea of how his character is. And yeah, so we're only gonna do one chapter. It's a pretty long chapter. You know, somebody told me I guess the first few chapters are kind of long. And then I guess later when we get down the line, the chapters will be much shorter, right? So for now we'll probably do like maybe one chapter each of these read throughs, and then we will eventually, what was I going to say? We will eventually when we get to the shorter chapters, we'll start doing like multiple chapters, you know. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry guys. I know my last stream kind of got cut out, you know. So I don't really know what's going on with that. You know, my internet be acting janky sometimes. Man, my internet back in my old spot, bro. I never had no problems. Never had no problems. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, hey guys, welcome to the Berserk section of my channel. I will continue with this series. You know, and I enjoyed it. You know, it was a bit long, at least just for one chapter. It was a bit long, but it was good. It was good. I'm not going to talk. You know, I'm not going to say anything. You know, I'm a little right now. I just don't really understand what's going on, so I'm just kind of in the loss of everything. I don't know how the world works. You know, I think all I kind of know right now is that we have elves. There's elves that exist in the story. Guts met Puck, right? Who I guess Puck is going to be a companion of Guts, you know. And then we also know of these things called apostles. And then I think it was God Hand or something. God Hand. So I guess God Hand are like the apostles, or God, or the God Hand have their apostles. Like the apostles are the God Hand's leaders, what I'm assuming, or followers. So yeah, and clearly Guts seemed to be after the God Hand because, you know, obviously they must have done something to him. What they've done to him, I don't know, right? I don't know, but that we will learn though. These are things that we're going to learn. So I'm gonna try to be better. You know, this is kind of my first read through I've done. You know, I mean, I've done One Piece reactions, but you know, as far as some, you know, other series, so I'm gonna try to, you know, this is the first stream, so it's gonna be a little rough. I know this was a rough stream, especially with everything that happened, but this is something we're gonna improve upon. Today's Tuesday. I will be streaming tomorrow on Twitch. We will be playing some Elden Ring and some Chivalry 2. So about the same time as today's stream. So make sure you guys are following me on Twitch. And yeah, show some love, because I eventually will start streaming all my streams on Twitch, and YouTube will be for pre-recorded videos. So for everybody who y'all can't make my streams because time issues, or maybe my streams may be too long for you, you may not have time to watch a full stream, I get it. After I do this move to Twitch, I will be using YouTube to post heavily edited like streams. Like I'm gonna, you know, take my streams, edit them down, making them more palatable for my YouTube family. But if you want to continue to catch me live on live streams, we will be switching over to Twitch. And for everybody who's curious, when are we going to when am I switching over to Twitch, right? We will be switching for the returning chapter of One Piece. So I want to say not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I think, or Monday, one or the other. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure when it is. But until then, I will continue streaming on YouTube for you guys, but make sure you follow me on Twitch. But they do eventually. Joy Boy says, "Oof, I can't wait for after chapter 8 and beyond." Is that when the series start picking up? I'm assuming that's when the series really start picking up. Adam said, "How do you like chapter 1?" I was confused for the most part. Like it's hard to say I like it because I'm still kind of confused on, the world and everything. But for me, it's just kind of it's a setup, right? It's a setup. Like setup chapters aren't necessarily like when you watch an anime and you got like that setup chapter or the setup episode, which is pretty much setting up the world that we're about to explore. I'm never really fans of those, but they're necessary. So I get it. Did I love it? I'm not gonna say I loved it, but I definitely didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. The action, especially when he started fighting, that's when the chapter really picked up, and that's when I really started enjoying it. I did like it though. I like some of Guts' quirks. He has a real warped sense of justice, I guess, maybe. I'm assuming that's the kind of character he is, maybe because he's been through a lot. So, it's definitely a breath of fresh air in the protagonist department to have a character who he's not really a hero, right? He's not really a hero, but he at least from what I'm getting, he's not really a hero, but he does kill evil. You know what I'm saying? He does eradicate evil, but he's not like somebody who's like, I gotta save the village. I gotta save the town. People are in trouble. I gotta go save them. Like when he met the little elf, he didn't care if the elf died or what happened to the elf. He wasn't even there saving them. He was just there to send a message, to kill the followers of this Snake Lord. And that's all he was. The elf thought he was there to save him. And it was like, bruh, why would I save you, man? Why would I save you? So, yeah. That's that. But LaJoy Boy said, Adam, have you read the prototype of Berserk? And he says, well, it's a flashback after 8, but you get all the setup to explain why Guts is why he is now. Bet. And then LaJoy Boy said, but Golden Age arc is after chapter 8 and is considered the best arc by most people. Cool. All right. Hey, I'm looking forward to the Golden Age arc. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today, right? Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you also subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and follow me on or on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch because that's where I will soon be streaming exclusively. I will be exclusively streaming on Twitch. Also, y'all follow the Discord. It's a One Piece Discord, but you don't necessarily have to be a One Piece fan. We talk about other anime, other manga. We talk about other movies. We talk about comic books. We talk about anything on the Discord. Matter of fact, I'm about to probably rename that Discord just to make it more of a general Discord. But that's for a later. That's for much later. That's for that. But anyway, y'all, it's your boy Sean P. the Bluff God, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a good Tuesday. Meet me on Twitch tomorrow for some Elden Ring. Hey, I heard on Elden Ring they have like a berserk armor. They have like a berserk armor. So I might have to create a build for like a berserk type build. I might not, only because I'm already kind of focused. You know what? Maybe we might go to with a berserk armor just to kind of because I was kind of going for more of a dexterity type character, but I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good one. It's your boy Sean P, the Bluff God, and I'm out of here. Peace.